Hey everybody, how are you? Coming to you with this next episode of Campus Chronicles from Palm Springs, as you can tell, from those beautiful mountains in back of me. I brought along my little USC mascot here. There he is. Hope you can see him. So I can bring a little USC to the table. Last class we had a good discussion about the Super Bowl, which is coming up shortly. And to me, it's a great example to really hone in on, because it just is a microcosm of everything that's important and going on in communications today. So the Super Bowl, as everybody knows, has evolved from just being a great football game and sporting event into the advertising extravaganza like no other. And it all started in 1984 when Apple introduced their new Mac with that commercial called 1984. And it is the thing that opened up the door to all of this craziness that we have going on today. So here it is, take a look.
6:32 left to play in Super Bowl 18. Raiders 28-9.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. We have created for the first time in all history a garden of pure ideology where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests, obeying contradictory laws. Unification of the laws is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
So after that ran, advertisers and marketers started to see the Super Bowl as this introductory kind of event that made it an event around the event. It's morphed into something that has become the advertising bowl, an advertising extravaganza, where companies go out of their way and spend huge dollars to create a 30-second commercial or a piece of content that will garner attention, get viewership in the Super Bowl, and then extend with this huge long tail beyond it. So as the Super Bowl grew, so did the audience grow, and so did the cost of advertising. So the 2019 Super Bowl garnered an audience of about 100 million people. And by the way, that was down 5% from the year before. Going into the 2020 Super Bowl, and the average cost of a commercial is $5.6 million. It's one of those few marketing events and advertising events where you're actually delivering less audience and paying more each year over the last couple of years. It's kind of counterintuitive, but it's there because it's the Super Bowl. So the average cost per thousand for the Super Bowl last year was about $50 a thousand, almost double that of what you'd pay for a prime time spot. So this year, the hype and creativity that's going into the marketing of the Super Bowl ads has reached really a fever pitch, and every company is putting out teasers, teasing you to watch the ad that's going to be in the Super Bowl while you watch the Super Bowl. And I call it the Teaser Bowl. So I put together a little reel of some of the teasers that have come out for some of the brands that are in the Super Bowl. It's just a few of them, but they're all over the place, and some of them are creative as heck and really great, and others are just, to me, and into the class discussion that we had, irrelevant. They really don't mean much.
I dig because suddenly people think it's okay to talk on speakerphone in public.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Just some lady digging a giant hole.
I'm Katie Couric. Today, Olay launches its very first space mission.
Who has the keys?
What? I don't know. I thought you did.
Why are these women in space? Find out when Olay's mission is launched 2/2/2020.
I call shotgun.
right, here we go. Big Poppy, so happy to see you. Now, I love your accent, but for this commercial, we gotta really Boston it up, right? I mean, you got the clutch factor. Okay, so you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Now, just repeat after me. There's a wicked ripper by the harbor.
Oh, whoa. What's that mean?
It means there's a big party.
Okay.
You know that? Okay.
All right.
Okay, so let's do it. There's a wicked ripper by the harbor.
Wicked ripper la 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 la.
Oh, God, listen, let me put this in terms you can understand, all right? Listen to me. Bottom of the ninth, game 7, we need a walk-off homer, okay?
All right, let's do it.
Let's get in that mindset, okay?
That's me.
I'm gonna break it down into chunks. Say wicked.
Wicked.
Ripper.
Ripper.
Wicked ripper.
Wicked ripper.
There's a wicked ripper by the harbor.
Wicked ripper by the harbor.
I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, all right. Listen.
I got the horses in the back. Horse stack is attached. Hat is matte black. I got the boots as black to match. Riding on a horse. Ah! You can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley. You ain't been up off that porch now. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Wait, I can't touch this.
So that was pretty interesting, wasn't it? I mean, they're all over the place. And we had a discussion with the class about which one did they think was the best. And almost unanimously, they picked the one that I did, which is MC Hammer for Cheetos, because it was very relevant to the brand and one of the brand characteristics that was the trigger point for the cliffhanger and the whole idea of the commercial. So well done, Cheetos. Can't wait to see what they do in the Super Bowl. It sure got my attention. So that's it for now, and thanks a lot, and goodbye from me and my USC mascot from Palm Springs, and we'll see you on campus in a couple of days. Bye.